Very happy to be joined by a returning member of your Cleveland Browns, punter Cory Bojorquez. Cory, congrats, man. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
I bet. So how did this kind of process go for you, becoming a free agent, coming off of, back-to-back excellent seasons here? You had your second highest yards per punt of your career, 49.4, second highest net yards, 42.2, 31 kicks inside the 20. You guessed it, second most of your career. So it was a great year. What was this process like? Did you know when you wanted to come back, and then how did it all come together?
Yeah, obviously we knew we wanted to stay here. Great place to be, great team to be a part of.
Yep.
So it was just, weight game, really. They had to get some other stuff done, get some other guys back, and once that was done, then we were able to kind of start talking, figure something out, and here we are.
And you mentioned this all happened while you were in Europe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start there. Tell me about the trip.
It was awesome. We took 2 weeks to go out there. It was our first time going out.
Where'd you guys go?
We went to Paris first, and then we went down to Nice for a couple days.
Oh, wow.
And then over to Rome, and then Florence. So
Florence.
Oh, it was amazing.
Florence is pretty good.
Amazing.
Yeah, good food. It's probably hard to come back from that.
It'll be interesting.
What was your favorite of the places you went?
For the scenery and the food was Nice.
Really?
For the culture and the history and everything was definitely Rome. Yeah.
The Colosseum was pretty impressive. Yeah.
Colosseum, the Vatican.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
That's cool. And did you go? It was the whole fam?
Yeah, all three of us.
All three of you?
Yep.
How'd she do?
So we did the red-eye flight to Paris thinking, oh, surely she'll sleep the whole time. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. So it was a little rough on all of us. We landed like 1:30 a.m., Cleveland time, and it was pretty rough. But once we got in, we just slept for a little while, went around, saw the Eiffel Tower, and from there on, the rest of the trip was pretty smooth.
That's awesome. And then now your wife and your daughter are here with you today for you to sign your contract, come back to the Cleveland Browns. What does it mean to kind of have your family here with you? That's got to be pretty neat.
Oh, it's awesome. They're my rock. They're what keep me going, and stuff gets hard. So to have them here with me means a lot.
All right, let's talk about coming back. Bubba's back.
Yep.
You're back. D-Hop's back. Charlie's back.
Yep.
To have that continuity has probably got to be nice. And would this be one, maybe since Buffalo would be the only time you could have? Have you had kind of that continuity like this before?
No, college. Me and Jason, had 2 years together. But even then, my first year in New Mexico, I didn't hold for him. So, this has really been the first time that we get all three of us going together again. So it's going to be good.
How pumped were the boys?
Oh, they're loving it. They're loving it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So you had a nice trip in the off season. Yep. You're coming back. What was it like if you reflect back kind of on your first year with Bubba Ventrone?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, he's a tough dude, but I love it. He makes you work as hard as you can and, brings out the best in you. So I'm looking forward to see what we got next.
What did you think of him in the locker room the night we beat the Jets, clinched the playoffs, and he's in there for the post-game speech in a helmet?
That kind of sums up who Bubba is. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that before?
No. And I hope I see it again next year.
Same as you kind of reflect back on last season. You had the best seat in the house for a lot of things. You were involved in obviously a lot of big plays as well. What do you kind of take away from what was in many ways a very magical season, but one that was fraught with so much to overcome?
It was a lot, with how much injury and stuff we had to still win 11 games and go to the playoffs. And really, up until the end, we're in it for the number one seed. That's just unreal. So it makes me excited to see, keep everyone healthy, how far we could go with that.
All right, so you boom the ball. We all know that. You can flip the field position. 5 straight seasons, you've had a punt of at least 72 yards. That's crazy. You go back to 2020 is 72. That was the longest in the league that year. 2021, 82. Last year, 76. This year, 73. How does this keep happening? Are you just killing it?
Even a blind, squirrel finds an acorn.
No. 5 years in a row takes that out of the equation. It's not chance anymore at that point.
I don't know. Ball hits your foot in the right spot, and you know how the wind gets here, and it's like a plane. You get it up into the jet stream, and the thing just goes.
Let it go. All right, in the off season, given we go back to Houston the first time.
Yep.
Have we spent some time on kickoffs and extra points and field goals in the event that you might have to be called upon?
Yeah, no, I think we let D-Bell take that again and let him get some more tackles. I think that's all right.
Which was actually turned out funny, and that ended up being, obviously it was very sad to see D-Hop go down.
Yeah.
You got banged up in that game as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
But to see Chief lobbying, to see D-Bell going and trying to kick into the net, was that kind of surreal watching all of a sudden? It's like, what are we doing here?
It was like, this seems like a high school thing right now. Like, what are we doing? Like, it was pretty funny. But, hey, the more you can do.
Yeah, the more you can do. Exactly. What does it mean to be back with these fans? Because I know that this is such a good football town. They love the punter. They appreciate everybody on the 53, right, that contributes to our success. What's it mean to be back here in Cleveland?
It means everything. I mean, that was one thing we were considering, in free agencies, where are you going to live? And, we've found a good spot here, great neighborhood, and we just love the community. And, that was a big factor in us really wanting to stay here.
You just want the sun a little more, right?
Hey, I'm not going to complain about the sun. I was a little spoiled growing up in California, so.
Same. That's right. We're paying our time now.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's so great to have you back. It's great that you get to have that continuity. You get to share this today as your little daughter's scurrying around after the football outside of our studio right now. It's awesome, man. So congrats and welcome back.
Thank you.